Creative team of Groundhog Day, especially Andy Carl, who of course is about to be at half hour where I'm going to go because we have a show tonight. Our bionic man Andy Carl and the unbelievably talented and dedicated supporting cast. I don't know if Bill Perry is still here, the legend Bill Perry, who I love very much, but we're so thankful, Andy and I, and we love you and are so thankful for you. And thanks to Tim Minchin, Danny Rubin, and Matthew Warchus, Leah, Andre, and Michael. Thanks Stephen and Charles for being here tonight, and Beth, even though she couldn't be here. Austin, my boyfriend, and my mom, who is the best and the hero we all need right now. I love you all, and thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here.
Yeah, 30 is real old. Yeah, I'm not the person who gets the presenters for these awards. That credit goes to Tabitha Falcone. God love her for doing it. But what does happen is I do get a list of names and a list of responses. The yeses, the nos, the maybes, the unavailables, all those. But next to this presenter's name was a sentence: he will do anything he is asked to do. What a man, huh? That's Brian Stokes Mitchell.
I think that's the secret to my success. Anything that you're asked to do. It is a joy to be. How are you today, friends? It is such a joy to be here at the Theater World Awards with all of you. This is the first one I've had the opportunity to attend for a few years now, and I have to say, when I first received my Theater World like 30 years ago for a show that I did right next door at the Music Box called Mail. And thank you. Yes, no great applause. Because it ran only slightly shorter than the last Broadway show I did, also at the Music Box, so long. And, yeah, I know, life isn't fair, right? Our mothers told us that, right? But that's the way it is. At that time I was living in Los Angeles, and I decided to just fly right back to Los Angeles. And right before, about a day before, I got a call from my agent saying, "Hey, you won a Theater World Award. That is really good news." I said, "The Theater World Award? What is that? That's good news?" He said, "Yeah, it's really, really good news." And I'm embarrassed to say at that time I didn't really know what the Theater World Award was, and there may even be some of the new recipients this year who, when they were told they were getting a Theater World Award, also didn't know what the Theater World Award was. But I have to say that over the years, it's become one of the favorite awards that I've ever had the pleasure of receiving. It felt like Jane Alexander presented my award to me, and I remember her speech was like, "Well, I haven't seen the show, and I don't really know this young actor, but I hear he's really good." So that was my introduction to Jane Alexander, which was actually quite wonderful because I've always been such a big fan of hers as well. And I came upon the stage and accepted the award. And it didn't sink into me until I think days, weeks, months, really years later, how special this award was. You know, when you look back in John Willis's books that he did, and you see the other recipients of this award, and you feel like, in a sense, you're being a part of, entering a part of Broadway history. And it made me feel really good, and I still to this day feel very good about that. And even though the show ran for only 5 minutes, I felt as if Broadway were saying, "Hey, you know, we kind of liked what you did. Come on back and give it another try." And so I think it was one of the things that really encouraged me to come back, and I'm glad I did because it kind of worked out. So what I'm saying all of this to say that I wish this on all of you recipients tonight. I hope that you have the same experience and can look back 30 years from now and give the same kind of speech that I am happy and fortunate to give standing where I am. And I'm just so pleased to be here with all of you theater artists. And I've seen most everything this season, by the way, and I just can't tell you how ecstatic I am with the quality of the performances and the shows and everything Broadway is. Man, how proud are you about what we do? You know, we are so lucky. Now, you might know a guy named Josh Groban. He's a big star, and he could have pulled rank when he signed on to do Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812, you know, because he's won like a gajillion awards and made like gajillion albums and everything, you know. He could say, you know, hey, I'm the famous one here, I'm going to be the only one billed at the top. But anyone that knows Josh, and I had the pleasure of getting to know him, actually I'm going to see him shortly at his charity that he has. I'm going to go and sing a little bit for him. And anybody that's gotten to know him knows that not only is he one of the kindest people in the world, he's one of the most generous, and actually one of the smartest, because he knows a diva when he sees one. And he knows that that's who he was performing with on stage every night. And as a result, instead of putting himself first on the posters and playbills, he gave that honor to the winner of our next Theater World Award. I had the great pleasure of seeing her. I've seen her a few times throughout this season as well, and I would attest that she is indeed a diva. I think anybody that has seen the show here in this theater would say that as well. She can sing, she can dance, she can act, she's got great heart, she's got great chops, she's beautiful, and she's one of the people that I look forward to seeing 30 years from now making the same kind of speech that I'm having the pleasure of making today as well. I think she's got a very, very long Broadway career ahead of her, whatever career she chooses. Please welcome our next recipient of the 2017 Theater World Award, Ms. Danae Benton.